Hello, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. What's cooking, everybody? Hello. Well, if it isn't a regularly scheduled stream. Well, pardon the minor interruption. Of course, the minor interruption, the very minor interruption, being sound issues. Doing sound issue things, but I have double checked it all and it looks okay, so we're in good shape. Hello, good evening. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday already. I don't know. My brain is a little bit mush, which is always risky for doing something like this because of course we're going to be doing a brand new airplane, or at least a brand new airplane to me, which I don't know if that's necessarily a wise thing to do after a long day, but we're going to roll with it and see where it takes us, because we have this absolutely gorgeous new Challenger, which is the Cessna C 750, which is just, I mean, let's look at this baby. I mean, just she is worthy of cinematic mode immediately. Just absolutely like, and sorry by the way, Ian, if you are watching this VOD, that I have selected the ugly paint scheme. The so-called ugly paint scheme that he said earlier. This is not ugly in my mind. This thing is gorgeous. I love this. I love the blue. I love the red. I was like, "Ooh, them be some representative colors of our stream. We're gonna go ahead and fly that one. That looks real nice." So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Hello. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a wonderful start to your week so far. Yeah, apologies for not going up at all over the weekend. I was getting some stuff organized. I have my parents in town, which is always a fun time. So was having fun with them. And then outside of that, I've just been kind of pottering around a little bit. Work's been incredibly busy as usual. So yeah, I've been trying to take care of some things with that. Can you move this? Oh, that's very nice. Oh, you really have like full control of this thing, don't you? Oh, this is very nice. Oh, this is very nice. I kind of like it kind of shoved out the way there. This is fantastic. All right. So, first things first is I want to set up some views in this thing. What would we consider like a good view? I would say there is a good one. We need a good kind of over the top with, and do these drop at all? Do these? Oh, there's where the iPad goes. Okay, so that's where the iPad gets stowed down there. That's useful to know. No, what we want is we kind of want the panel back here, but then we also want a couple of things from over here. There are some switches right here that we have full control of. So the CDI, the out, and the heading are all on these little screws right here. I love the kind of cheaty screws for the autopilot that they put there to make it easier so that you're not faffing back here. Because there is a couple of things down here that we want. What do we think? Probably, let's see, because this is probably, yeah, that's nicely assigned. We're on chocks at the minute, so that's fine. So I almost want to do like one of these type views where we just get the back half of the throttle levers organized. I think I'm gonna have to use my Boeing preset on this. Yeah. So we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go up here. And we're going to pick up, because we've got pressurization, cabin temperature, APU on that side. And then the fuse box is all on the other side. So it is a bit of a two-man operation, this thing, isn't it? So I almost want to do like... That's fuel, lights. We don't necessarily need those because I think we can get to them from here. So let's go from here. Just getting all of the views like properly established here. So maybe we do something like this. Because then we can get the pressurization, the DC power, standby is on there. And then the APU is over here. So master on, APU start, APU disengage and fuel. And then there's bleed air with the gens as well. So I almost want like this view, which would take care of the MCDU as number 2. So we got 1 back here, 2 over the top, 3 down here. 2, 3, and then 4. I almost want the 4th to be right here. Because if I position the iPad here, then we have easy access to the iPad. And then we can just zip around. For the APU, we can go from here and scoot across. And then there's the manipulation for the for that. Wing views. We definitely want some wing views here. Definitely want some wing views. Where? I was going to say, I know latest... What's going on here? Just a moment, please. Just a moment, please. It is correct. Huh. Interesting. Well, we're going to keep going until we see something. I just noticed that. I do have the correct... It is correct. It is listed correctly here. Let's see how far we have to go. There it is. There it is. We're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. Sorry, guys. That was me having a faff. But it was a worthwhile faff because I didn't want someone's name to be missing from the thing. And I just realized, I was like, wait a second. Why is the follower bar not saying someone's name? It should definitely be saying someone's name. Right. Should we do what wing view? Should we do this window? If we do this window, we get a little bit of engine in there as well if we get that. So why don't we do over here? So we go 1, 2, 3. Where's my third view? Oh, there isn't a third view at the minute. Shall I do my third view as the APU? I think that's probably prudent. I think it's prudent to do this. So we'll do, that's 3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 for the iPad. And then 5, 6 will be wing view 1. And then we'll do 7 kind of back here. And I'll kind of put that like right up to the edge of the window there. Maybe we'll scoot back and over a skosh. There we go. So we'll make that 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Those will be our views there. And then, of course, we got that beautiful exterior. That beautiful, beautiful exterior shot. Right. I also do have some checklists. Checklists? This? Checklist? What's going on with the overlappage here? There's some overlappage taking place here. There's definitely some clear overlappage taking place there. I'm gonna fix that. Oh dear. Oh dear. I done broke it, chat. I done broke it. Why did no one warn me that I was gonna break it? Oh no. Right, it's a very easy fix actually. So if I go over here, if I go over here, if I go over here, and then I'm going to let's see. We're gonna scoot it over. Let's see. So it's gonna be there. There we go. Right. Fantastic. And it's a bogan! Hello there! Oh my goodness. It's a bogan raid!
Welcome to the Empire. Thank you definitely Bogan for the raid. We now have 4 more viewers. Much love.
Amazing. Bogan, thank you so very much for the raid, you sweet, sweet human being. How was the citation for you? I know you just wrapped the Airbus stream and went straight for the Challenger. It seems to be the ongoing trend this evening that everybody's like finishing up their stream. Jack, thank you for the check-in. Guys, if you haven't done so already, please, please, please make sure you check in for today's stream. Super appreciate it. There we go, Jack. First one of the day. Thank you very, very much for your check-in. Bogan, don't forget your check-in. Since you're here. Just throw it around a little bit. Oh, I see. So really, really has not been well. It flies okay. That okay is interesting. Hello there, you sexy strudel. No, I'm not the sexy strudel, sir. You are the sexy strudel. Hello. And thank you very much. And as always, the check-ins for today's stream brought to you by our friends at efbx.io. If you haven't found out what that is, highly, highly recommend pop over to efbx.io for all the latest and greatest information. Not fully tested though, a bit of learning to do. Yeah, I do have the checklist. I do have the checklist pulled up in front of me just so that I can kind of get a sense of like what all is involved with this thing. And the checklist is rather detailed. So I've got the full length checklist here that I'm going to be referencing from. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to print and laminate like I normally do. But we'll give it a spin. Did you do the magic Control E button? Is that how you got yourself started today? Because I've heard that that's a pretty good way of getting things up and moving. Just very quickly press a button. Got right to it. Happy with the. Sorry, I couldn't read that because my checklist is in the way. Seemed right started, so I was happy with that. Not a fan of the cockpit layout. Actually worked it out. Way there we go. That is a start. Well, so here we go. So standby is on now. We've got emergency lights, bats 1 and 2. 1, 2. So bats 1 and 2, ECAS power. We're just getting this thing is going. Oh, actually, we should probably also get an external unit in here as well. Should we? I did manage to get earlier. I did figure out my. Oh, well, we need to do that as well. I did figure out the what's it called? The sim brief integration. So I got that going at the very least. Right, we're in the good. I don't want to touch the panel state or anything like that. Ground services. That's the button we want. Engine covers are off. Instrument covers, we're going to remove those. Luggage will keep in, and ground power. Why does it not want to give me ground power? Why? Why no ground power? Fine, then we are just going to go and whack the APU on. So APU is on, APU start, and then APU bleed is going into the on position, and then the gens. And what we'll do is we'll do this. That's what you did? Okay, brilliant. Excellent. Okay, so I'm kind of on the same track here. I'm getting the APU going kind of relatively quickly. Right. External power is going to remain off because we're on the APU. So next thing is avionics power. Avionics on, ICAS on, and then we go to, I think it's my fourth view, or it's one of them. I had set up a view so I could get back here. I thought it was my fourth view. So 2 is there. Okay, fine. I'm just going to manually come back here so that we can get this going. So nav. Yeah, it's weird because you fully anticipate that this plane is going to have controls on the ceiling, and it doesn't. It has no controls on the ceiling whatsoever. It's only the center console next to you and straight in front of you, which is just bizarre. So we're on a line on both sides. We've got that all set. Parking brake I verified is set. Chocks we're going to keep in for a minute. Cabin door is closed and passenger briefing is going to be done. Exterior lights going to be as required, and we haven't even loaded in the flight plan yet. So we're why I'm on the before start checklist already, I have no idea. You can tell the difference from the approaches here. You look at the cockpit layout, and whereas I was just trying everything first. Nice. Yeah, I mean this is like.
Welcome to the flight deck. First Officer Midnight _ Studios
and Anthony
_
coming in with both the check-in and snagging.
Midnight _ Studios _ Thank you for being a loyal Empire Air Miles Rewards member. You have flown 21 times.
21 times, and your magic number today is 9. Not even close. Not even close. I mean, I just had a general look around. It was very casual. Because I was like, I need to get a general sense of what this cockpit looks like and where everything is located. Because if we're doing a flight like we are, I think it's kind of prudent to kind of sort of know our way around. Anthony, what do you think of this beauty? Look at this stunning piece of machinery that we are about to fly. I might slightly change the time of day in cruise here, but we are very much at my local airport, which is Manassas Regional, and we are heading down. Playlist feels influenced by mine. If you wanna see my playlist, my friend, it is literally called Streaming Mix, and it is beautifully built. Expertly built from the ground up. And if ever you want to do song requests, by the way, guys, I do have the button for song requests. So yeah, we're basically doing song requests as a channel point redemption. To request a song, either use your use the channel points and then type the name of the song or drop the Spotify URL, and there is a 2-minute cooldown. So that way it just settles down all the things. But anyway, Anthony, how is things with you? How is work going? All right, we're going to do a pause in it. Yep, we are going to do from the GPS location flight plan. Hey, That's looking nice. That's looking very nice. Okay, so... right, yep, that's fine. Next is... Okay, this is all the performance information. Right, we want data. No, we don't. We want this. So, what do we want? Where do we want? I mean, see, I've got a little bit of everything in this playlist. So, a little bit of Simon and Garfunkel, a little bit of rock and roll, a little bit of everything. You know, it's kind of fantastic. Also, by the way, thank you guys. I know there were a few follows and things while I was away over the weekend, so thank you guys so very much. We made it onto Flight Sim Weekly this week, so thank you guys for that one. That was a very pleasant surprise. I got the alert that the new video dropped, and I went flicking through, and I saw us in there, and I was like, oh, that's very nice. Look at us getting all famous and stuff. Oh, getting all famous. There we go. Perfect. Right, sorry about that. Let's just quickly checking the phone since Ali is out and about. Right. We are going to sim brief. Flight plan recall. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that very much. Oh, that's very, very cool. Okay, so that's how you bring in the active flight plan. Has that even got the departure on it? Because it's even got the rise-in departure in it. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, that's absolutely spectacular. Okay, fab. One thing I know for a fact that we haven't done is based on the weights. So yeah, we're going to import this from SimBrief here and then apply that load to the aircraft. So it has been imported successfully and it looks good. Pilot seat. Apparently I don't weigh anything. It hasn't accounted for the pilot. That's kind of funny. Well, so long as the aircraft is loaded, I guess. That's all that matters. Okay, so APU gen is... Ah, here we go. Okay. Parking brake on, engine shut down left and right, PS, rat heat, and no takeoff. Which is absolutely fine. APU is on, fuel boost, and pack and high pressure valve open, left, right. Pack, high pressure valve open. You should take a look in the cabin. Oh, we will do that. The cabin of this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I did spend a little bit of time looking through and taking a quick gander at all the things. So Perfin is done now. So transition cruise out is 370 is optimal. We are looking at... Let's do one of these things. So according to ours, we're at 450. We're doing a 430 cruise, stepping up to 450. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right. So initial cruise out optimum is saying 37. We are actually going up to 43. Let me see if it will take it. Oh. Does it want FL in front of it? FL 430. Is that how you want it? Yes. Okay, perfect. So initial cruise out flight level 430 because this thing can climb way up. Packs appear based on the seat map and weights. Yes, I think I did know that as well. There they are. Hello! Hello! Hello, passengers! Goodbye! Goodbye! Yeah, I did see that. Really cool that that is natively integrated and you don't have to go through GSX. So actually, I really, really like that. Okay, right. Performance, init weights. Let me just double check, because I had asked for it to give it to me in kilos. Let's just double check that it's done. There we go. All right, so let me go back in here. It's probably switched it back. Gross weight, 28,935 kilos, but you're in America. I know, but I much prefer dealing with things in kilograms for weights. It's just easier than pounds because you have to do less math. It's in thousands, and thousands are easier to deal with than factorials of 12. Just leave it at that. I don't do factorials. Right, we should do a quick calibration test. And while we are at it, let me just make sure we are in, because we are probably going to want to be in the Boeing layout for this. Specific for the citation, what we want is the general all configuration, I believe. None. Amazing. Amazing. I love that. You're so good at this. Right, throttle quadrant. Let's see what it populates with over here. Standard, none. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So we will exit from that. Right, so there's that. All right, so here is that. We are going to set takeoff. So I think it's got a climb indent here. Do you want the climb indent here? Where do you want it? Oh, so cruise is supposed to be lower. So cruise should be about there. And then that should be our climb there. So takeoff is there. Draw back to climb. And then cruise is going to be right here. And I'm assuming it's going to get enunciated as well. And then we also have, because this is idle right now, so that's cut off. They're going to go up to idle thrust there. And then let's see if it will. There we go. Okay, so there's the reverses, and it's working beautifully. All right, and then we'll disengage, and there we go. Aviation Trey! How are you, sir?
Hello there.
Hello there. How are you? Welcome to the stream, my friend. How is it all going? Right, 430, then the ceiling out is 470, which is perfectly fine because I think we are doing a step climb up to 470 as well. Estimated time en route is 2 hours, 10 minutes, which is correct. And the fuel required is just about 2,000. Yeah, we're doing good. We are doing good. We are sitting pretty, as they say, right? We are sitting pretty in the absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just you can't help but put this thing in cinematic mode. You can't help it. It's too beautiful. It's just gorgeous. But yes, we are having a glorious, glorious time. It is stunning. It is really, like, genuinely. Okay, let's. Can we put this into perspective for a second? Okay. $20 separates this plane from the 777-200ER that was released a week ago. Where do you think, chat, I wanted to spend my money? Let's play the where would I spend my money game. Where do you... Right, Bogan, you have a lovely night. We'll see you in the morning. Or you'll watch this on the VOD. But let's play the game of where would we rather spend our money. Yes, correct. That was my argument too. $20 less is a brand new aircraft. It's a freaking no-brainer. Microsoft is doing great work. The Lord's work, shall we say. On the other hand, PMDG, I have some strong words for you. Very strong words. I've had strong words. I shouldn't have to have these strong words. Right. Runway. We need to select a runway. What are the weather conditions down here? It looks like 16 left has a... We can do a meta even. And Trey, thank you so very much for... Yeah, seriously. Thank you very much for the check-in. And yeah, PMDG, seriously, do take notes because this is actually a joke at this point. Like, it is actually a joke. Right. It looks like Owie 160 at 4. Pardon me for coughing into the microphone. So it sounds like a 1-6 departure is the way to go here. And it's saying 1-6 left, which, if I remember correctly, there is only one correct answer to get out of here. Because yeah, the field, this even when I went to the flight school down here, we used the full length of runway once. Actually, we didn't even use the full length of the runway. But we're right over here at the airport administration and the customs building, right over here on the east apron, and its signature is right over here. So signature is over here. We're basically imagining that we're taking some congressmen down to the Keys for vacation, because why the heck not? So they would normally come in from the airport administration building and customs, which is right over here. Which is why we're parked up where we are. Guys, if you are sitting through the ads, I super appreciate it. I think we're going to get an ad break. Ad break flag is going to be up in that corner over there. It will flag and let me know that there is an ad break occurring. I promise that I won't do too much while we're in the ad break. Thank you guys so very much, and we'll see you in just a moment. Right, so we got the meter. 1-6 left is going to be over here. So we are going into 1-6 left over here. We are going to be on the... What is that departure there? The Gabe 3. And we'll brief this departure here real quick. So we're off to the south. Gabe... over here on this side. So it's a steep climb out to the right-hand side. And then I believe we're out over J-Dub on the Ryzen transition there as part of our flight plan. So we'll just double-check that that is indeed correct. Yep, Gabe, Ryzen, and then direct to Golf Sierra Oscar VOR on the Quebec 7.5. So... yeah, it's going to be a super easy one, and then we will navigraph that out of there. So we are on the Gabe 3. There goes that break, and it is the. We did brief it just now. Ryzen transition. There it is. 1-6 left. Gabe 3. Ryzen activate. That is so easy. Oof. That was a bit laggy. A bit laggy there. Slightly worrying. All right, 1-6 left, and there's that turn out to the right-hand side from there. HSI matches, so we're good to go on that side. And then the rest is on standby. So this is all on standby and good to go. Where is the takeoff fan percentages? Flaps, standby, turbs, hydraulics. The only other thing I'm looking for is trim. Takeoff. Fan percentages. Stats. Yeah. Funny, I think the total airspeed indication is what my overlay is picking up. So it's actually reading the real true total airspeed from the ground. Which is hilarious. So even though the ground speed here is 0, it's picking up the true airspeed, which is actually hilarious. Right, okay, we are looking at... Okay, so the calibration is all done. Let's do a quick zip through the checklist. Cabin door is closed and locked, briefing is complete, and seat belts. we should do some lighting. Oh, hello, that's a panel. That's also a panel. I thought I adjusted all of the things here. Right, anti-ice, hydraulics, avionics, lights. Here we go. So we want, and I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna very, very quickly change time of day here, because custom. We're gonna move this out of real time and scoochy this back just a little bit because I kind of want to fly in the daytime. This airplane is way too pretty to be flying at night. Right. So these are all the internal lights. Emergency lights as required. I don't believe we need to, but we'll flip them into the on position. Exterior lights as required. So we should technically have our beacon on at this point. Crossfeed, fuel, daytime, floods. Wait, that's the interior lights. Where is the exterior lights? Here we go. Hydraulics, pressurization. That's that. Where is the exterior light switches? Does anyone know where the exterior light switches are in this thing? That was the only thing I haven't found so far. Avionics DC, fuel, lights, daytime, nighttime on. Floods, emergencies, fuel crossfeed. No. Hydraulics pressurization, which we're probably going to end up dealing with a bunch of that stuff now anyway. That's all the APU stuff. Right, so I think we're basically all in there. So we can go into departures are already in. So performance is already in. Flight plan is in. Progress page. And there's the directs. So I think we're pretty much there. Fuel management, climb, descent, takeoff data, which we're basically in right now. Takeoff surface winds. So there, yeah, we're in this one right here. Runway is dry. It's a beautiful day down here. And then anti-ice confirm initialization. And then we're basically there. So weight's good. Runway usage, wind, climb, take off, initialization. Which I think we're basically there. Yeah, so it's basically just flipping through the rest of that data, confirming the init. And then I will go flight plan in there, and we will go pause in, and then we will go, I guess, prog on that side. There's nothing enunciated over here, but we're in standby mode. So what we'll do is we've got heading, CDI, and then altitude is over... Oh, those are the M1s. These are all the standby instruments over here. Then we've got nav, FMS. So we got nav is on there. Okay, which is correct because we do want the nav to be in there. One there is looking good. That's all bugged in. And then what we want is nose down, nose up. Where is this adjusting? I don't see where this is changing. But I think from here, we're basically ready to go ahead and get engines going. So what we'll do is we'll validate that parking brake is set. And we'll go into ground services here. And we will get the chocks out as well. And the rest of that is all free and clear. And we will go ahead and get engines started. So, right. Fuel quantity, all of that is good to go. We are in... APU start, which we've already done. Engine start, we are looking good over there. Pack isolation valve should be closed. So pack isolation, APU start, bleed valve open. So packs isolation, APU disengage. We don't want any of that. Cool air off. So that is going to be the isolation valve. Normal APU starts to disengage. Yeah, we want normal. Everything else is running. APU, that's probably going to... Right, okay, so that's looking good. Throttle to 10%. That's going to take it into the idle. And then press start. Right engine. Right engine, press start. Okay, sounds good. Oh, look, we got taxi lights there. Landing lights are right here, so that's absolutely beautiful. There is the trim setting. And yeah, secondary trim is right here, and then trims are going to be right there as well. Beautiful. So we are good to go ahead and start the engines off. So where is the engine on button? Engine start is what we're looking for. Engine sync, fan, turbine, and then we want the engines to the on position, and there's the flap slats full, so we'll get all of that into position here in just a second. So crossfeeds, emergencies, all of that. I'm assuming it's here in the center pedestal somewhere. Push sync. Push sync. Push direct. Is that turning it on? Is this on? Start. Is that the right button? Does someone know where the right button is to start this thing? Anyone? Anyone? How does one turn this on? How do you turn this on? I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I just want to turn plane on. Where is on button? There's cockpit temp, which is sitting at 24 because we do have the AC off for a minute. Because I think I flipped the things. There's that one. Where's the on button? Anyone? 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 Where's the on button? How do you turn this on? Okay, that's just the hook to get it into idle. Oh, so hang on a minute. I've already latched it out of idle, and it's in cutoff right now. So you'd... Ah, got it. Okay, so we are out of idle, now in... Oh, sorry, now out of cutoff into idle. And that's how we do the cutoff there. And then... CRS heading... That. Oh, hang on, that's... Ah! Go away. Ah! Where is button? Where is the button that I'm looking for? I swear there's a button to do this. I just need a button that says turn the engines to on position. Right, so we're over here. I see thrust reverses. Arm deploy unlock. We don't want any of that. Press start. Start press. Confirm start button disengage. Button illuminate. N1 rotation check oil pressure. Either I am really dumb and I'm missing it somewhere, or that's flight controls. Where is the on button? I watched everybody turn this thing on earlier. Ah! Hello? Anyone? Help! I done dumb thumbed it. Where is the button for on? Please. Please find me an on button. Where'd you go? That's an oxygen tank. Cabin air. Pressurization. Hydraulics. Gear. And that's DC power. Crossfeed. Sense crossfeed. Gravity. Oxygen masks. Surely it's somewhere by the throttle quadrant itself. Left aux. Cockpit voice recorder. Trims. Aligns. Landing light. Ground idle high. Turbine. I feel really silly right now that I'm not finding where it says engine start. I feel really, really, really silly. Where is the engine on? Hydraulics, pressurization, APU, which we're already on. Temps are all fine. Aaron, hello! How are you? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you are doing well. We are currently in the process of hunting down the on button for this airplane. If you happen to know how you turn this on, please let me know. That would be very, very helpful. Yeah, we're doing good. We are doing good. I am loving this airplane so far. It is insane that an aircraft of this quality is available. There we go. Right. Right. There's the on button. We're looking for a rise in... Let's see. Park and brake, engine, left, right, shut down, ignition. I think I flicked the right button. Now it's just a case of figuring out from there. No clue. Only fly the fly-by-wire 320. Oh, well. Then we will have to. There is some learning to be done today. There is learning to be had. Right, ignition. I see it's in ignition mode. Is it because we need to... We're in normal configuration for the boost. We don't need boost, I don't believe. Idle 10%, ignition, illumination, which we are in. Idle. And we're looking for that N1 rise. Is it something that I'm missing over at the APU panel? Normal, APU start, master on, gens, bleed air max cool. We want is the isolation valve closed. Is that doing anything? It's in ignition. Right, let's just double check what that workflow is. Also, Aaron, if you haven't done so already, definitely make sure you check in for today's stream. If you need to find out some information about that, let me do !check-in.
Hello Flight Deck, it's me, Janet.
Hi,
Have you checked in for
Janet.
your flight today? Join Empire Air Miles reward program today by spending 1 channel point to redeem check-in. In just 10 streams you will have the chance to spin to win from our merch store, shop.britandc.com.
Right. So there you go. There's all the information that you need if you haven't done so already. IGN 44, oil pressure. We're basically there. Standby power is on. What a song. External power is currently off because it is disconnected. Right. Start pressure duct at least 30 psi. Fuel. We want... I think this is where it is, which that doesn't look like it's doing what we want. So also, PAX isolation valve is open. Bleed air. So is this supposed to be on HPLP? High pressure, low pressure. Yeah, we do want high pressure on. Come on! Come on! Isolation valve knob is in the closed position. So isolation valve closed. Max cooling. Gen's APU is on. APU RPM is 100 and APU EGT is 390. We are exactly where we're supposed to be. Packs off. Maybe that's what it is. That sounded pleasing. That sounded like it did something. Should we try another ignition? There we go. So if we go ignition, right hand ignition on. Fuel. Is there something with the fuel that we're missing? It's not the transfer valves. It's not that either. Yeah, we have more than enough fuel. Oil, PSI, EGT, ignition. We have everything that we need. Pitot statics we don't bring in until after the fact. Right, let me just double check the APU start. Test APU engaged. Engaged and on. Load shed switch to normal. Which it is. Cabin air supply on. Supply. Cabin temp is normal. Yep, isolation valve is closed. APU bleed is on. Normal on. Bleed valve is open. So I don't really know what I'm doing wrong here. I don't really know what I'm doing wrong, unfortunately. I'm struggling to figure that out in a minute. Engine start. That sounds like it's doing something. That sounds like it's doing something. Right there, it says ignition. Left hand, and then there's the left hand. There we go. So it's going. It sounds like it's doing a thing. Gen left is off. ITT is stable. 22. Turbine is now at 64. And both are stable at 22. So there we go. It looks like we've now got power. There we go. Amazing. Excellent. Okay, cool. Good stuff. All right, so we now have power to both engines. We are going to go ahead and set that back to normal to get the ignitions off. We got good fuel flow. We've got all of that stuff in. It's looking good. And now I think is a really good time for us to pause up the alerts for taking off here. Next is the trim, which we are going to go ahead and set the nose trim here. So right here, it says... That's the only thing it doesn't say here is what the trim should be set for takeoff. I'm assuming this is trim, stabilizer trim. We'll go down point, go down 1. All right, that's absolutely fine. Right, so isolation, let's do the after checklist flow here real quick. So we've got the isolation valve can come back open, bleed air can come off, APU is going to be in stop position and disengage and off. So now we are going to double check for the enunciation on here. So we are going to throw on, what's it asking for here? So we've got hydraulics, aux pumps. Right, so that's all good. On. All the rest of that. So those are all set correctly. We'll do a quick flow here now that we've got the engine going. Right. APU bleeds, cross bleed method. We're not doing cross bleed, so we don't have to worry about that. Flight controls, rudder, flaps set for takeoff. So we are going to do a flaps. And yeah, we'll keep flaps at 1. I'm assuming that's the correct takeoff configuration. Speed brake stowed. ECAS, IRS aligned, no flags. ECAS checked. Gyro is uncaged, which we are about to uncage it. There we go. So uncaged, we are good to go there. Anti-ice as required. And then the only thing we need to double check is our borrow, which from earlier we requested at 3008. So borrow is down here, and borrow is going to be 3008. 678. There we go. 3008. That is all plugged in. 190. That checks, and then we are good to go over here. Also, that was just our standby. So borrow is 3008 there. 3008 once, twice, that's checked. And then anti-ice as required, no need for anything worrying about that. Passenger safety and checks. Okay, exterior lights, they were down here, and we are going to go landing lights, and everything else is on. Release the parking brake, and we'll turn this puppy around. Woohoo! We are on the move. Exciting. Exciting. Right, we will leave this taxiway here. And the airport information, we're going to basically taxi Zulu. Yeah, Zulu is here. And then we are taxiing Zulu down to... What a beautiful, beautiful day it is, and evening down here. Right, we're actually going to go ahead and stow this, because we don't need the iPad anymore for a minute. And then we are going to do Zulu to Charlie, and then enter the runway at 16 left. Perfect. Yeah, this is looking really, really nice now. Right, flaps are set. Slats 1. We'll do one more to get the flaps out. So slats and flaps. We'll just take off, check all that config here. Yep, flaps 5, so we're looking good there. So we got slats and we got flaps. And then we are, oh, we ended up on echo, which is absolutely fine. So we'll go echo to Foxtrot and then Bravo on this side. Bravo. And then we will get over here. Looking good. Okay, what's the last couple of enunciations that we need to take a quick look at? So enunciations are, oh yeah, actually we do need to deal with that. Pitot heats and no takeoff, which we'll sort here probably with the pitots. So that's going to go anti-ice. We've got windshields. Anti-ice is there. And then let me get into position here. Bravo 1. Absolutely no problem here. We will enter the runway right here at Bravo 1. And we're not heading anywhere near the house today, so just do that real quick. We are not flying overhead today. We are just flying straight out to the south. Right. So it's lights. Don't need to worry about any of that. Pressurization. Anti-ice. We do want... Pedostatics. Wing lights. Cross norm. Yeah, we'll leave the rest of those. Anti-ice is on. Right, pedos. Parking brake is set. No takeoff, but that's absolutely fine. I think it's going to be in takeoff inhibit until we remove the parking brake there. Cool. All right, let's taxi onto the runway. Let's see. So we are trimmed in, it was 0.9. Let's see if that does anything. No, it hasn't. So I don't, that's the only thing that I can think of, which we can sort here when we get onto the active runway. Oh, of course there's an ad brake. Of course there's an ad brake. Well, we're going to be sitting here on the runway for just a second. And that is going to be until we quickly look at climb. Is that... No, descent. Right. So, flaps 5, we're good there. Oh, there's stab trim. Let's get it into the green, shall we? There we go. All right, so there is... We'll trim to 0.3. So trim down 0.3 parking brake. And hey, look at that. We're looking good. All right, so takeoff power. Right, takeoff power is set. And guess what? We are the first streamer that doesn't get yelled at by the airplane. All right, airspeed's alive. V1 rotates. Very nice. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Oh, these sounds are very, very good. Oh, we didn't even have flight directors on or anything. Oopsies. And here comes that turn. Outer marker, making that sweeping turn there. Out to the right. Oh, she flies nice. Oh, she flies very nice. Silky smooth, chat. Silky smooth. Try and get a little bit of a coordinated turn in. And off we go. Right, so let's get the flaps away. I'll go thrust climb. There we go. And we will then follow back towards that heading. There. VNav, LNav. There they go. And autopilot. Autopilot, yaw damper, manual trim. Looks like we are good to go there. Oh, it's rolling us to the north. Why is it rolling us to the north? Nav. It should stop that turn. FMS. Nav. Stop that turn. Stop that turn. Where are you going? Or are you still going out to the north? Or are we going all the way around? Are we going all the way around? We're going all the way around. We're going all the way around. And this is why we flew offline tonight. This is exactly why we flew offline tonight. I just realized I had the Navigraph charts up for the entirety of the takeoff. And there's the airport there. Okay, so we are in climb mode now. Let me just double check where our... Yeah, so we're in climb now. Let's just double check. We're in LNav roll. We're in the climb D10. Actually, that was one thing I didn't check. So we got the green dot here. So it is aiming for the green dot speed. LNav is getting us back on course now. 10,000 feet. Woo-hoo-hoo! Goodbye, Manassas. There we go. Woo, baby! And I think we're on track now. There you go, straightening out, straightening out, straightening out, straightening out. Okay, cool. So there we go. That's the way to do it. It's FMS, not nav. FMS, flight management computer, and then LNav, VNav is going to be on there. It's shooting for that green dot speed. We are in cruise. Autopilot, LNav, VNav, heading, FMS 1, and 2.7 miles to Gabe. We'll take that ring out a little bit. And V speeds, PFD setup, MFD, ring. Cool. That is looking nice. Yep, okay, so we've got normal, everything is looking good. We're in climb mode, which is looking great. We don't have to put it into the cruise D10 because we're still climbing. Did we set a final cruise out? I know we did in the FMC, but I'm assuming it's aiming for... There comes the turn. J-dub. Cool. Very flippin' cool, guys. Alright, well, I think that means we can go ahead and mute the sound of the sim and resume the alerts. Because, yeah, that's freaking beautiful. That's absolutely freaking beautiful. Okay, so yeah, 142, 16,000 feet climbing. The only thing is I didn't set the out there. So I'm assuming it's because, yeah, there we go. So we'll put the alt in VA select. So there you go, alt. So that's going to go to 40. What did we say? 43 is the initial, isn't it? 43. So there's 43 there. It's probably going to look real funky on Volanta. Real funky on Volanta, but that's okay. It's because I made a couple of very, very, very minor mistakes, but it's nothing game breaking or earth shattering. And I just realized I don't have Volanta running. I haven't had Volanta running. No! Oh, it's only going to pick this up late. Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Oh, silly thing. Well, we're adding in the flight plan now as it is, so that is absolutely fine. There we go. Okay, we're in good shape now. There is us. We kind of missed that funny little departure, but you know what? She does fly like she is on rails, so I will take that. That is a very, very nice thing. Right, I'm going to take 2 seconds away from the flight deck here, guys, and take a very, very quick bio break. I shall return momentarily. Where are you going? Okay. There we go. Right. That's a bit better. How about, oh, we're overspeeding. Oh, we're overspeed. Chat, why'd you not say anything that we're overspeeding? Chat, you didn't say anything that we're overspeeding. Okay, well, I've got that in cruise. Okay, so cruise D10 0.733. It is trending down. But why are we at 17,000 feet? We'll go flight level change. That's going to get us up there. There we go. That's better. That is better. That is better. There we go. That's dropping our airspeed quite a bit. There we go. That's targeting that 300 now. So there we go. LNAV V flight level change. And there it goes. There's our speed falling out there. And there goes the nose to catch back up with the speed. Nice. Yeah, it's because we were carrying excess energy, so we bled that right off there. Nice. Look at this beautiful little thing. Yeah, we got a nice little ride down in this thing now. Yeah, woo! What about that? How about that? Beautiful, great song, great vibes, and it's beautiful. Guys, I hope you've had a great start to the week. What a way to start the week with a brand new airplane, eh? Oh my goodness. What a way to start the new week. Again, I apologize for the little glitches. I think I'm going to put a command in that will let you guys tell me when Navigraph is in your faces, which I think will drastically help. It will drastically help with that. Oh, there we go. Nice. There we go. Okay, fantastic. Oh, absolutely gorgeous day up here. We've had nothing but phenomenal weather for the last few days. Also for the last like day and a half, and we got another one tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely spectacular. I kind of just want to adjust the weather, or sorry, time of day in the sim here real quick, just to get some beautiful little screenies. Actually, we could do a morning sunrise with it just coming. Oh, yeah. That is beautiful. Yes. I'm just going to put it in cinematic mode for a hot second just to get a screenshot on the other side. Just a second. I promise I'm almost done. Promise. There we go. Oh, look at that gorgeousness. Right. Screenshot. Oh, why did it do that? I'm going to have to trim that down. There we go. Beautiful. Right. Let's set the time back. We'll keep the rest of those. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I've got some lights on, so we can turn those off. Our speed's okay now. It's because we were in the wrong D10. Okay, so that's a good thing for us to note as well. Once we get above into the flight level regime is when we should knock it back into the cruise D10. What were we doing? Lights. I think they are back here, aren't they? Right. Pull those. Cool. I think the beacon and that all stay on automatically, don't they? Not that it really matters in the daytime anyway. Yeah, got tail lights. There we go. Yep, taxi lights. Oh, we can keep taxi lights on, I guess. Taxi is probably going to be the... Trying to see where all the different lights are on this baby. Where are the wings? Where are the wings? Wing lights, wing lights, wing lights. Or is it going to be on the other lighting panel? Good lord. Good lord. Right. 6, 7, 8. I'm definitely having to learn this layout of this jet. It's not I wouldn't call it complicated. Complicated isn't necessarily the right way of putting it. It is just different because I'm not used to having all the controls below the glare shield. Essentially, all the controls are from here and down, and from either of these two sides over. So it just makes it just that little bit more confusing. Doing it with me. Cool. For those of you who are just joining us for the very first time, hi, good evening. Welcome aboard. Taking this absolutely gorgeous bird down to Key West tonight. From my local airport, Manassas, taking some congressmen on a bit of a flight down for a vacation, because everybody deserves a vacation. Good lord, this thing is climbing like slow coach. Right, what if we go followage? I don't have a followage command. Unfortunately, I don't have. Oh, there it goes. What I was gonna say, Wisebot has. Wisebot has it. There we go. So you followed me 1 year ago, TSV. How's it going? How is it going? You've been following me for a ridiculous amount of time. 1 year, 171 days, and 15 seconds. So you must have found me during one of my evening streams as well. Good. Do you have this bird yet? Do you have this bird yet? It is just glorious. Good. Good. I am going to encourage everyone. Don't buy the 777. Buy this instead. Right. Okay. So it's actually put us into the cruise climb D10. Let's see if that bumps the... I wonder if that's going to adjust our climb rate. It is! There we go. Okay. No, not being on 24 yet. Thanks, Billy. Thank you for the 100 bits Airbus cheer when we're not even flying an Airbus today. Though that would have been helpful earlier when we were overspeeding the aircraft. And I stepped away to replenish the old water bottle. So thanks for that. Oh, I went to replenish the water bottle. You stop that right now. Are you serious? Oh, what a legend.
Welcome back to the Empire, Pulsing Death. They have been subscribed for 54 months, and they said, oh, you're welcome.
Oh, I am welcome, am I? Well, I have to say thank you first, don't I? You absolute stunner. Thank you so very much. And thank you for the check-in. Thank you for checking in today as well, Billy. If you haven't done so already, guys, check in for today's flight.
Pulsing Death,
on the
thank you for being a loyal Empire Air Miles Rewards member. You have flown 26 times.
26? Jesus Christ. That's crazy. 51! Close. Close. Not quite, though. The gambit is real. The gambit is real. It's just not having it today. It's just not having it today. So, Billy, story of this airplane. It just seriously, I'm gonna put that on a shirt. The story of this airplane is it released today, about 3.5 hours ago, 4 hours ago. It has so many cool features. So we're gonna check out a few of them here in just a minute. But it has a fully done interior. It has two variants, tons of paints. It's a bizjet, which arguably you can throw these things around the sky and you can do all sorts of fun things with them, which is amazing. But not only that, it costs $30. Okay. To put that into perspective, a long-term developer has done another variant of the same aircraft that they've already released for $50. Basically, you have to buy a brand new airplane just to get a different variant, which is kind of disgusting. And I'm very angry about it. I've been very vocal about my dislike for the practice of doing that. Meanwhile, developers like this are putting out airplanes like this. So we start in the cockpit, which, by the way, this cockpit is like, first of all, let's just take a minute and appreciate the level of detail that this developer has gone into on this cockpit. Just look at this. This is one of the single most gorgeous cockpits that we have in the simulator. It is just stunning. The level of detail, the fact that there's reflections even on the individual dials, light illuminations coming from here. You can uncage the heading bug, and then we can go into the panel, into the rear of the cabin. So look at this. We Winelandia wine. But we can open every single one of these. They've modeled everything in here. So, we can get our hand sanitizer, our tissues. We've got a nice little microwave here. We've got drawers, we've got coffee cups, we've got sugar creamer, which is disgusting. Spray, all-purpose cleaner. We got sodas, we got towels, we got pillows. Not that we have a shower in here, but we've got snacks. We've got cocoa waves and Jupiters and delicious bars and all sorts of things. So yeah, we've got a flashlight in there as well if we need it. We've got lights embedded in the stairs, which you can turn on and off. You can see them here. So we've got all of that. We've actually got controls up here. So if we want to, close the shades. I mean, chat, what the hell? I will remind you, this plane cost $30. 30. This is a note to every other developer in the sim today. Get your act together. So there we go. There's the bog. It doesn't do anything. There are controls over here. You okay over there? There are controls over here, so we can do water heater and all that fun stuff. These ones, unfortunately, don't work. But the rest of it does. We've got a fully animated cabin. So we actually have humans in the cabin, and they're all fully animated. They're not even static models. Look. They're moving. They're happy people. He looks so happy. He's like, oh, this pilot, I don't trust him. But yeah, this is the interior of this airplane. I mean, really, they did not have to go this hard, and they did, and they chose to. And what an incredible airplane it is. Genuinely incredible. I'm so blown away by this thing. So anyway, we're taking it all the way down to the Keys because why the heck not? Spared no expense for $30, correct? Because their whole thing is, let's get as many people into this aircraft as we possibly can. So you lower the threshold to get into a plane like this, And it's got a really fun little learning curve to it. Like it does kind of behave like it kind of sort of behaves like a Boeing, but it also kind of sort of behaves like a bizjet. I know it sounds weird, but it's like when you're putting this level of investment into an airplane and like the amount of controls that are in it, yeah, there's just some really cool things that you can do with it. And like I said, a little bit of a learning curve, but I would rather that learn a brand new aircraft type to me. And again, it's a little different. It operates very differently, right? So saying earlier, like there is no controls up here whatsoever. Everything is down kind of below the glare shield and on the pedestal here. You've got fuse boxes either side, but the rest is all here. The FMC is really, really easy to use. It's got SimBrief integration, so it's easy to set up in SimBrief. Yeah. So, answer to the question: Can a $30 aircraft perform? This guy. This guy. Thank you for the sexy sax cheer. Appreciate you, Billy. Thank you. 1,000 channel points. Oh, by the way, all of the sound, all the bits should be working, by the way, for actually, wait a second. Is it? Let me just double check that it's, because I just noticed that it wasn't. It didn't come up with the title of the song. I'm a little bit worried that our bot has disconnected here. Let's see. Sorry for the pause in the music. I'm trying to get the bot reconnected. It should be working. It says that it is. Yeah, it should be working nicely, but I don't know. Yeah, music in streaming is just the most annoying thing. So yeah, in theory, like everything should be working as normal. I sort of had a bit of brokenness earlier because the follower alert on this side apparently wasn't long enough for the person who previously followed over the weekend. And so it ran into the subscribe side on this side over here. Yeah, no pause when the music. Oh, good. So it was only on my side. Guys, thank you for sticking around. If you are doing so during the ad break, I super duper appreciate you sticking around. Thank you. We've got the ad break flag now that tells me exactly when you guys are experiencing an ad break. It helps me figure out kind of timings on things and getting things like that going. Oh, this plane, man. There you go. How about that? How about a little bit of cinematic mode to enjoy? Absolutely a gorgeous bird, this one. Like, genuinely stunning. I don't know what happened to my voice today, but we'll go with it. See if we can get the Can we get it into a decent position there? We'll go like, I think we need to, there we go. You know what, we'll do like, oh, what a song. What a song. We'll go with that. That works. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, we are not alone. There are a lot of biz jets. There are a lot of biz jets flying around right now. It's kind of funny. It's so funny. The trend in flight sim is whenever there is a new aircraft that drops, the thing that happens immediately on the network is like the volume of those jets suddenly skyrockets. So there's a ton of private jets now flying around on the network. That's so funny. I would hop on. I would have hopped on the network if I felt more comfortable with it. Unfortunately, I'm just not quite there yet. I'm not quite there yet. We'll get there though. I think I'm a lot more confident in it now that I know where everything is. But she's performing absolutely beautifully. Like, I could not be happier with the way she's performing. Can you not? Thanks. Sorry. Dog is dogging. The dog is dogging. He's doing doggy things. There we go. Look at that. I mean, oh. What if we're just gonna adjust some lighting here real quick. I'd mean just we're gonna put it into magic mode. Okay, a little bit earlier than that, shall we? There we go. Magic mode. Magic mode. What do we think of that? That's not bad, is it? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, no, she is flying like an absolute dream. Really, really pleased so far. Super pretty jet. Super, super pretty jet. And the views and the weather today, I mean, I don't know about the rest of the US, but the weather here today has been really, really nice. Absolutely spectacular. It was a high of 80 degrees today. Made a absolute ton of difference. Yeah, it looks like we're hitting a little bit of cloud cover. We're going to be hitting some more over Central Florida, which doesn't surprise me. I have heard that there are some thunderstorms and things like that in Central Florida. Are we finally at flight level 430? We are. We're going to kick back into the cruise detent. There we go. There's cruise. So I'm going to stay in the cruise detent and stop that overspeed. I should have been monitoring the speed of this thing. We've apparently been inside the bobble pole for a little while now. So we'll get through here. It's going to be hard to slow this jet down. Through the wind. I don't know what the blue dash line on the other side is, unless that's our heading bug that's plugged in 360. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that is indeed our heading bug. So we can swing the heading bug around to match. We can do a Boeing thing and match our heading. We're getting there slowly. It's creeping down. I don't think we will quite make it up to 450 just yet. I think the transition here, if we look in Navigraph, it looks like in the OFP here, it is overhead Doffy is where the change is. And Doffy, yeah, we're not not going to hit Doffy for a little bit. And then we'll start plugging in the arrival here for Key West. Because runway 9, which means an easterly approach, means we're coming in right over the Keys over this side here, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. Yeah, we're heading into Key West. This little airport right here. Really fun. So yeah, we're not doing Navy, even though there is a really nice Navy base there. We're not going anywhere near the Navy base. We are going into this one right here. So just checking everything is working before I look. Make sure if you... So just checking everything is working before I look, making sure if you need something. I think everything is fully functional, actually. I think we're in really, really good stead. Actually, I just realized we are not in standard. So that will help. Just a second. 29902. There we go. 29902. But thank you. Thank you for offering, Billy. I super appreciate it. Sorry, Brew is upset that Mummy isn't home. Sad boy. Sad boy. The boy is sad. But yes, we are rocking and rolling. I'm very, 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 very pleased. Very, very, very pleased indeed. She is doing an absolutely beautiful job. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very happy with the way that she's going. Yeah, it's funny. You look at the entirety of the channel, it's 750, 750, 750. It's a lot of hype with this. A lot of hype. There is a hell of a lot of hype, which is great. Genuinely, it's a good thing. It's a really, really good thing. This plane is genuinely epic. There's a lot of really amazing features that come along with it. And quite literally, it is a little bit game-changing. It is a little bit game-changing. The fact that this is a $30 full-fledged, I know we all hate using it, but study level, quote-unquote, aircraft, it's pretty freaking astonishing. It is pretty astonishing. So it makes me very happy that we finally have something in the simulator of this caliber for this price point. Because again, like I've talked about it before, like barrier to entry, right? We talk a lot about the barrier to entry, the ease of entry to a lot of these more complex planes. A $30 price point is going to get someone into this type of airplane, into more complex type of flying. And I almost see this type of plane as like a bridge. It bridges the gap between general aviation and commercial flying. You still can fly it VFR if you really wanted to, but this adds a layer of interest and complexity that you would get out of real world flying for commercial jets. So it's really cool to see that you can essentially like pick up, fly on the VATSIM network, do some IFR type flying in a jet that is of this high quality. It's spectacular. It makes me really, really happy as a content creator, specifically in flight sim, to see that something like this exists. It's very flipping cool. And I'm seeing that even online, like there's equal level of excitement across many people who are online tonight, which again, it's just great. It is absolutely fantastic that there's that level of excitement and hype around this. Makes me very pleased. Very, very pleased. Happy me indeed. She told me to walk this way. Yep, we've already got that running. Let's double check that. Yeah, I've already got that running, so that's fine. what I need to do is, in the refreshed version of that, I just need to remove a program from the call log there. But everything else is working. LRM is already running in the system tray. I know. I was double checking that LRM was indeed working because last time we streamed, your boy did an accidental thing, and I may have inadvertently done a thing. So no more of that. You're safe. Don't worry. Right, 09. I need to just quickly take a look. We're going to add the 09 GPS approach. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. So that's the other way. Is it going to be the Kraken to Chets? Yes, it is. So it looks like we'll be able to actually do the Kraken 1 to Chet's and then pick up the RNAV arrival into 09 over at Key West, which is cool as hell. Cool as hell, yeah. So the airport is right here on this side. Very flipping cool. Very freaking cool. I love it. I love it. Look at the views out the window of this thing. God, I can imagine like flying on board and enjoying the views. Oh, you want to see something else freaking hilarious, chat? I'm gonna show you this real quick. It's funny as hell. You ready? Ready? Oh, what a lovely view. What a lovely view. What a lovely view that we're gonna have. Let me just serve up some dinner for everybody. Bosh. Bosh, let me serve up some dinner for everybody, shall we? Why don't we get the tables out? We get some food. Some food. So we got some cheese and some figs and some plates and some goodies. What do you have? You have nothing. You have nothing. So we are gonna do pizza. It's a pizza party. It's a pizza party. We're partying with pizza. Boom. Look at that. We're partying with pizza. We got a pizza party. It's the weirdest pizza I've ever seen in my life. I've never known a pizza with like slices of tomato like that, but we got it. And we've also got the magical box lunch. The box lunch special. And the box lunch special has a panini and some mountain mist, some sea mist, panini sandwich, apple, and some baguettes. Yum. Yum. You love it. Love to see it. As I said, the level of detail. Like, you do not need to go that hard. It does not need to go that hard. But the fact that it does... Again, $30, chat. $30. If you have the means to get it, you 100% should. There is a lot of reasons why I would advocate for this airplane. A lot of reasons. Right, let's see. Our estimated time to arrival is 1 hour and 9 minutes. That is utterly disgusting. That is so good. That is so good, chat. Oh my lord. Absolutely freaking love it. So the fact that we have an hour and 8 minutes to run. Oh, such a cool plane. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so freaking happy. Right. Let's see how we can program in. It'll be... Yeah, so let's see if we can program this here. Arrival. So nav arrival into Key West. We are doing a star approach. It is going to be the Kraken 1 via transition of... It's going to be on Oh, hang on. Which was the arrival point here that we were on? Which one was it? It was Giggy. I wonder if we can slightly adjust our waypoints. Femid. Oh, it's because of the way that it was originally planned. That's where Wolf. Do we have Wolf? Let me lay in the Kraken arrival over the top of this, because maybe we can delete some waypoints and we get this in over here. So yeah, it looks like we're coming out to the other side. But maybe if we come in instead over Sabi, and then we delete the other waypoints out. So Sabi Kraken, runway 09. And then the arrival, the approach is going to be the 09, which is the RNAV. And we are going to take the Chets on the Kraken 1 and Sabi. So 09, Chets RNAV Sabi. And we're going to go ahead and activate that. And what we'll do is we will go over to the flight plan. And I wonder if we can do... I don't know if it's going to let us zoom all the way out here. Yeah, so what we want to do is we want to go to... So basically from Sabi... So we want Wolf out. So we want to go Molly direct to Sabi is what we want. So we want to delete Wolf, Femid, get rid of the Kilo Romeo Sierra Whiskey VOR, Carter. Actually, we'll keep Carter in. I wonder if we can intercept it at Carter, actually. Well, there's Carter. There's the discontinuity here. So what if we were to delete out... So we are over Ilby here, heading for Fishu. Yeah, so we are way up here. So what I want to do is I want to delete Wolf and beyond. So let me go here. There's the thing there. There it is. Okay, so we're going to delete Wolf. Then we're going to delete Kilo Romeo Sierra Whiskey. Femid is the other one that we're going to delete. And then what we're going to do is, because it's probably going to put in Chet's Sabi. Yeah, Carter's already in there. So yes, okay, so we can do that. So what we'll do is we want to go from Molly. So Molly is there. We are going to delete these two out. And then we'll delete the discontinuity. So then it will be Molly, Sabi, and then Exact, Manti, Marcy should be the next one. Carter. There we go. We got it. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the same thing up here. Is we are going to delete that one, Femid, and we are going to remove that. So that's going to put us at Wolf. I'm going to delete Wolf. I'm going to do an arrival from Molly. We are going to add the set arrival, and it's going to be the Kraken with the Sabi transition. There it is. And that is how you do it in SimBrief. In Navigraph. I just realized I didn't show any of that. But there you go. That's how you do it. So I just deleted a bunch of waypoints out here and then reassociated their arrival on here. And then from here, what I can do is I can go in and set approach. And it's going to be the RNAV09. And it's going to be from Chet's, which is on this side. So Chet's, RNAV, add that final route, and then there it is right there, including the missed approach. Cool. And then we also have it in here as well. So there is the arrival procedure. So it looks like the tower is in here, Miami Center, blah, blah, blah. Local altimeter is not received. Blah, 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 blah. So 1,500 feet is the arrival overhead Bubsy here. So 1,500, it's a 3-degree glide and 1,500 feet. So 4 and a bit miles. So 4.6. Yeah, 4.6 total. At Bubsy, 11 miles total. So, and then here's our MDAs right over here. That's one thing I'm not entirely sure how to enter in here. I'm sure that there is a way to enter the MDAs, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I think we're going to be taking manual speeds. Ooh, we are... What's the outside air temperature? Outside air temp? TAT should be... Oh, here we go. Outside air temp is -30. We have no concerns for icing. Crazy, crazy cloud layers, though. My goodness. Always a good time. Don't tempt me with a good time. Oh. The fact that we are cruising at the speed that we are, though, is wild. Only an hour to go until landing. And we're already, like, zipping over Georgia on our way down to Florida. And as you can see, the weather here is starting to change. It's starting to think about changing a little bit here, chat. It's getting a little bit on the rough side. Kind of wild. Kind of wild that the weather has decided to make such a drastic turn. You love to see it. It's crazy. That altitude. I'm looking at that altitude right now. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, we are like 45,000 feet. Are we quite over Duffy? No. Is it even worth going up to 45 at this point? Is it even worth it? That's my question. I don't even know if it's worth it at this point. We'll figure it out. At the moment, I am like, It's okay. It's okay. We'll get it done there, chat. We'll get it done. Oh, I'm so freaking happy that this plane is here. It is such a freaking beautiful thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, right. Cool. Good music, good times. We are just chilling at the minute. Hope everybody is having a great start to the week. Like I said, it's been a good start for me so far. Got another stream coming up this Thursday, and then I will be back actually streaming on a weekend day. Yay, finally. So yeah, Saturday in the morning, I'm going to be up live early to catch them Europeans, because I've got a bunch of people who love watching in Europe who complain that I am not live at a time that is appropriate for them. So, yeah, we're going to fix that. We are going to fix that. I need to put these screenshots into a good folder because they are so nice. I'm gonna go into there for a second, so you all can't see what I'm doing over here, because I like doing this thing. Oh, what was that? That's right. I was gonna look up. I was gonna take a look at what's so. A lot of people are using SkyDolly. SkyDolly records and replays your flights. Flight data, simulation variables is automatically persisted in the logbook, which allows you to sort and filter recorded flights, various import and export. Interesting. So, what's the idea? Is it just records perpetually the whole flight? Oh, that's fascinating. External standalone application lets you record your Microsoft Flight Sim simultaneously, replay previous recorded flight aircraft during recording, making the effect to record your own formation flights as well. Interesting. Very, very cool. The only question I have is how lightweight is it? I mean, I've got a flight recording software that I use. That's why I was more curious about it. But yeah, I'm going into this one. And we are gonna add some images to this because it's freaking cool. It's freaking cool. That one. And yep. There we go. Cool. All right, excellent. That's done. And we are going back to this scene. And we are leaving this mode. Beautiful. Cool. Excellent. Good. Brilliant. Perfect. Excellent. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. You'll love to see it. Cool. I am going to very quickly, while we are sitting here, guys, if you haven't done so already, would super appreciate if you could go and check out efbx.io while you are sitting and enjoying. We are proudly working alongside efbx.io, an amazing creator. Katie Pilot is putting together an amazing piece of software for everyone in the flight sim community. A really amazing piece of software that allows you to essentially get rid of or stop entirely using internal EFB systems and just exclusively use one. So it's very flipping cool. If you haven't seen it yet, highly recommend it. Not that one. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, I need a command for efbx.io, so I will be working on that here momentarily. Cool. Right, that's looking good. Ba ba da 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 da. Nice. No idea what's happening there. Right, that can close. That can close. Okay, I think we're in good shape. And we've got about 50 minutes. So, yeah, we are literally just about to cross the border of Florida where the thing is, so let me bring this back up real quick and we'll take a look at I think it's not segment data. There is a way that you can bring in weather data, isn't there? That's mountains, infrastructure, VFR maps, high VFR, night mode. That's what we're already in. Route map, no. And we're going to exit out of that because we now have the right one in there. Where is it? It should be in here somewhere that you can do it. Satellite, world map. Nope. Weather, here we go. There it goes. There's the weather. So yeah, we're right over the really, really nasty stuff right now. Actually, we're tracking to the other side of it by the looks of things. So we should be okay. If we were driving down 95 right now, it would be bloody awful. Bloody awful. Bloody awful. Right, cool. Nice. I need to remember to do the animation first, then minimize. Animation, then minimize. Cool. Absolutely beautiful. Well, my watch is very happy with me because I've officially done 2 miles today. I think she is still out and about, isn't she? She is still out and about. I think she's still out and about over there. Cool. Just keeping an eye on my phone, chat. I'm sorry. I'm not being rude, I promise. I'm not being rude. I was just checking on the Wi-Fi. Right. Let's just double check. Okay, so before takeoff checks, we've already done all those. After climb, gear up, throttles to climb D10 as required, and then cruise D10, and then as required, pressurization check and fuel verify. Anti-ice switches both on, which we already have them. Side window vent is closed. Pressurization check, anti-ice, and APU. Exterior lights as required at 18,000. Transition altitude set. And then the approach is landing data. Oh, so we actually do put landing data into it. See, this is why I wanted to make sure that we remembered to do this stuff, because I didn't actually know that you were supposed to enter landing data into this thing. So I'm assuming it's in the performance page. Performance in it, fuel management, climb, descent. So descent, speed, command, estimated time of arrival, landing. Landing runway length, the surface winds, outside air temp. Here we go. So let's do a meta check for KEYW, Key West. Ooh, what's a song? 110 at 5. Good lord, this is going to be a beautiful landing. I'm hoping it's going to be lovely and smooth. Yeah, it's looking really nice. 3001 and few clouds at 29, scattered at 37. So really, really lovely, and a beautiful outside air temperature of 30 degrees. So invalid entry. Do you not like that? Do you want it there? There we go. 30 degrees, 86. And the wind is going to be 110 at 5. 110 at 5. Elevation of 7. And then that's looking absolutely fine. Anti-ice is going to be off. Flaps 35. And the landing weight is going to be there. So landing data is going to be here. So there we go. That's all the landing data in and confirmed. And then VAP, there we go. 122 for that V approach, and then the VREF of 117. So that's what we want to have in there as well. So we'll keep the flight plan up on that side, and we'll keep the landing data up on the other side. So V approach is going to be 121, 116. And then this is the radio panel down here as well. So that's the only other thing that I haven't done a very good job with is TARA is actually logged in there. So it looks like it actually does a bunch of this stuff automatically. So, okay, yep. So that's how you do that. All right, perfect. So 22, 2222. So that would be how you squat TARA. And then standby, TARA, TA only. Cool. All right, that's really easy. And then the same is going to be over here. So that switches. So 122.8 is what we would program here. 1228, and we swap that. 1228, and that's now in standby. And then because we're on an RNAV, we won't program it in a nav or anything like that. So we'll just be following. And we're overspeeding just slightly. But we're in the cruise detent here. Why are we leaning a little bit high on the wonder if we have the nose up just a little bit, if that will help. Where? Yes. Yeah, we were right on the edge of that barber pole there. I wonder if you just have to slightly adjust this to compensate. Come on. Yeah, because the N2 and all that is all setting at 90 odd percent here. Yeah, isolation valves. That's all staying closed. High pressure, low pressure air. Cabin. So we're not sucking anything crazy. Yeah, so these are all beautifully set over here, so we don't have to worry about it. And we are pressurized properly. We're only at 4,000 feet pressure, which is amazing. Nowhere near the red. So our pressurization is all good. Anti-ice, yeah, I mean, we've got the pedostatics on as required. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is like bring that speed back, but I think for right now we are doing okay. And then radio baro minimas are right in here. So that makes it really easy. So baro CDI, which we don't need to play with at the minute. There's the out there, 299 and 2. We are standard. So we've got that there. So standard is enunciated, so we're good. Traffic, which we don't have to worry about traffic of any kind. Yeah, we're on like the bleeding edge there. I don't think that's necessarily doing anything. Approach mode. BC standby. Heading. Flight level change. Autopilot. Yaw damper. Manual trim. Yeah, I think we're okay. Stow, normal deploy. Okay, so these will, yeah, this is in an emergency, sorry, normal config. Emergency would be to push it up, and then arm, unlock, deploy, I'm assuming is the level in which that comes up. Okay, so we'll align those two. Out is in there for 3. Maybe this is why they want us at 4.5. Maybe if I go up 4.5 now and I hit level change, flight level change, I think it's going to help with that. Because I wonder if the reason that we're at the top of that barber pole there, it's based on the cruise speed, isn't it? So if we go, there's the speed right there, 0.8. No, it's not. That's progress. Speed, alt, command. That's why. Because it's being commanded to 45 and 242. So that's 242 there. So there we go. That explains everything. So there's 450 there. So we're 450 now, 242 knots. And 2,000 feet. I tell you what, that makes all the difference because that slowed us right down there. Oh, please don't tell me you got the frame gen glitch. No! No, don't you dare. Don't you bloody dare. Oh, for frig's sake. Oh, we were doing so well. I haven't had this bug in forever. I have not had this bug in ages. Right, save and back. Resume. Right. Let this do its thing. Catch back up. Sorry for the rapid camera movements there, folks. Right, let's see if we put NVIDIA DLSS back on. Still got it. No! Oh, frig's sake. It was all going so well. It was all going so well. I hope we can make it to the end of the flight now. That's very annoying. That's very, very upsetting. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Please don't do this to me. I'm praying at this point. Absolutely praying that it stays stable and doesn't do anything ridiculous. Utterly, utterly ridiculous. Come on, man. Please. 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 Please be okay. It looks like it's doing all right. Well, we'll keep trucking through. We'll keep trucking through. I mean, CPU seems to be happy. The plane seems very happy. I think it was overspeeding because of where we were flying over. Because I think it said by, what was it, by Doffy here, but we ended up climbing out early. And look, we're creeping out to the top of the speed band now too. 0.905. 242. If I drop it out of cruise, there we go. Okay. So it's going to go back into cruise now. And we'll leave it in the FADEC of cruise. So we're going to keep monitoring it. No, you're not alone. Okay, so that was us flying over Lake City. We are making seriously good time here. The fact that we're already like over Central Florida is kind of mind-blowing. And it looks like we've been able to beat out most of the storms now. So the rest of the way should be relatively clear until we get a little bit closer. It looks like we're going to do a little bit of cell dodging as we descend out of here, which is going to be fun. It's definitely going to be a good time as we descend on out of here. Now, how does it take the descent? Let's see. If we go... So if we go flight plan here, it's not giving us altitude restrictions until 10,000 at Giggy. 10,000 at Giggy. Giggy, there. Okay, so 10,000 there. So I'm assuming it's going to give us the top of descent point then, if it's already pre-calculated that. Let's see, because yeah, it's crawling into the marble pole there. Let's see how happy it is, me changing it manually here. The day. Well, it seems okay with me manually handling it. I mean, we're like barely anything. 88.3 and 86 even across both. For the EGT, turbine percentage at 93%. Seems like it's happy. Yeah, according to all the numbers, it looks all right. All right, let's get it. 86, 87, so that the rudder doesn't have to do any like stupid amount of work. 87.1, 87.1, 87.2. Just below the cruise. Yeah. Slightly decelerating there, actually. All right, we'll put it into the FADEC cruise position. Let's see what it does. This could be a very minor bug, or it could be pilot incompetence. It could very well be pilot incompetence. It says 242 in purple. So that means it is being run by the cruise here. So cruise 0.89, 242. So it looks like it is happy. We're setting it at 450, which is where we are. Is it? It can't be the wind. Oh, well, the wind component is. Maybe that's how they're doing the wind component. 14 across, 16 to the tail. It's a bit of a funky way of doing it. Because then we got components as opposed to like true wind. But we still got a little bit of this speed creep happening. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Is not amazing. Is not amazing. We'll figure it out though. We will figure it out. Never know what makes me feel like you do. I don't know what the hell's happened to my voice today. My voice is shot. My voice is shot, chat. Let's see. Oh, wifey. Where you is at? No, you're wandering. No, you're not. Oh. I would have thought at this time of the night you'd be wandering by now, but apparently she's not. That's all right. Yeah, look at this. We're almost 10 knots faster now. What if I were to drop that back to 240? Is that going to drop the... Or is that going to bump the nose up? I wonder if we... See, I'm just tweaking the trim a little bit to see if it's going to do anything. But we're still getting into a little bit of speed creep here. Weird. Yep, cruise. It is hanging out right at the top of the speed bar there. Oh, speed band there. As we come over Doffy. Oh, God. Frame rate. What in the hell? I don't know what the heck's going on. Oh, no. Chat, I'm worried. I'm a little... I think it could very well be the clouds. It could very well be the clouds. I don't know, though. I'm a little concerned about it. I'm a little concerned about our performance here. It's been doing so well. I've had, like, next to no problems whatsoever. And tonight is the very first time that I've actually seen this bug in a long time in the sim, which is really surprising. Really, really genuinely surprising. It's just bizarre. It's just really, really bizarre. I'm hoping we're okay. I'm really hoping we're okay. I've been so enjoying this. Oh, can you tune from here? You can. Ooh. That's nifty. That's really nifty. You can tune the radios from right there. Oh, that's cool. And the nav. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love this plane. Oh, I really love this plane. Oh, that's so neat. Okay. Off. VOR, ADF, FMS. Oh, so you can bug up VORs and stuff like that, and ADFs and all kinds of things. Oh, that's properly cool. So you can do 2 bearings for VOR. So you could technically do VOR, VOR. Oh, that's very cool. That's very flipping cool. So freaking cool. I love it. This plane is awesome. Cabin? Oh, we can't make cabin announcements. Boo. I'm sad that we can't do cabin announcements. That makes me sad. Right. V speeds. TO return. So how do you do? Because a lot of people were putting vertical in here. VORs, traffic terrain. Traffic terrain. Vertical profile. Oh, that's how you do it. Very flipping cool. Very flipping cool. There we go. There's our top of descent. There's our top of descent. TOD right there. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, I love that. Chat, this plane is epic. This plane is freaking epic. Oh my god. I am so impressed. I'm so bloody impressed with this thing. Not gonna lie, I am looking forward to getting this thing into Key West. But good freaking god, that is gorgeous. Absolutely outstanding. Yeah, that is definitely wind component. That is definitely wind component. Because it's the only thing that would make sense that would be wind component there. Oh my god, the frame gen. I've just lost it. I wonder if it's the amount of clouds. Because I know a few people have been experiencing like serious performance degradation in clouds, especially like heavy clouds and fog. We're going to experiment here for a second. Weather. Watch my performance drastically improve. Yep, we're at cruise. We're fine. Oh, it's because the thing here is bugged out. That's fine. Still experiencing. I think I've got a memory leak. I think I've got a memory leak. Frickin' heck. God damn it. It's probably going to be a pain in the ass to land this thing. Dang it. This is not going to be pleasant. This is not going to be pleasant to land. I can already tell you. I can already tell you it's not going to be pleasant at all. I'm slightly upset. Slightly upset. That is brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. Well, we'll try. We're going to try it anyway. You can stop, Nola. I'm going to do something to you, cat. She is trying very hard to jump on my lap because I think she cold. I think the poor thing is cold. Terrible. Terrible. There we go. Clear these notifications. There we go. Cool. All right. So 10,000 is going to be where our top of descent is going to be. So I will pre-program this. I'm not going to touch it. but 10,000 is going to be that first. Oh, what a song. What a song. All right, so 10,000. I don't know if I need to flight level change or anything here. I know we're obviously probably going to manage our speed, descent. Yeah, I think it is the wind that's pushing us because we got 14 knots on the tail. It's going to be really interesting to kind of see how this plays out. But doing waypoint changes and things like that has been very easy. As Tampa, I think we're flying right over Tampa Bay right now. Yes, we are. That is Tampa Bay out there. I mean, it looks beautiful. It's just a bloody shame about the freaking thing here. I need to sort these by dates. Sin is what I need. Oh, oh, shake it up. Bad medicine. Well, that's beautiful too, except for the frickin' thing in it. That's actually excellent. That is excellent. Just need to trim it down, and then that will be absolutely stellar. Got some nice screenshots, chat. Some absolutely beautiful ones. I'll tell you what, this plane is definitely going to be a favorite in the fleet. Just rudder up at A or B. Interesting. Yeah, we definitely want it on the A side. Just watching very carefully. 240 is aimed, and it's over it. Why is it over it from the cruise D10? Very confused. I'm hoping with the FADEC that it will, because it is in the cruise, that it is going to use the FADEC system and fade out the acceleration as we go into our descent phase. We'll zoom. Yeah, we can see Key West now, and our top of descent is enunciated there. I like it. I do. I hate the fact that we've had a memory leak. She's performed so well otherwise. Both crossfeeds, flaps and slats is required. Passengers, advisory, pressurization, engine sync off, landing it down locked, flaps is required, speed brake, airspeed at VREF. And where is the airspeed? That is the question. So obviously these are where you find course and heading. Nav. That's all the trims. Autopilot. Nose up. What if we do that? Is that doing anything? Bad medicine. I can't tell if that's actually doing anything. But we move. We still move. Right, so the gear down below, certain speed. So that's the speed tape there. CDI heading, course. PFD. ECAS display. That's the VOR for the other side. All right, I'm skipping. I have streamer privilege. I skip. I have no idea what's happened to my voice. Oh, sweet. Right. She is on her way home. We have good news, chat. The wifey is on her way back. It is beautiful. There we go. Okay, good news. Good news, good news. Now, the only thing I need to figure out before we start our descent, which is coming up here very, very quickly after exact, is where our IAS speed is going to be located. Because I'm assuming, yeah, the borrow is there. Radio borrow standard. That's our slip indicator. So the only, I don't see where IAS, unless, yeah, that's the only thing that I don't see right now is how we adjust this, unless we literally just finagle this. Well, let's see. Let's see as we get into the descent what the speed does here. So let's go flight plan. And we are going to scroll. So 250, it's going to roll back 250, which it's actually, it's currently sitting at 250 right now. 210. And then 118 is our VAP. So I want to be at VAP at Bubsy. So 118 at Bubsy. So there we go. So I plugged in 118 VREF at Busby. So we'll see how that's going to go, because that gives us the 6.4 track miles at 118 VAP. Here we go. Top of descent. We're going to start getting in here. So I'm going to pop sounds of descent back up a little bit, just as we come in, because I want to listen out for any audio warnings that we get. Here we go, top of descent, 10,000. Is it going to do automatically? Out the path. It does. It automatically descends. Hey, I like this plane. All right, so let's bring the throttles back. As I suspected we would need to. Because we are going to come back to flight idle. About 50% M1. Yeah, it's a bit more hands-on, this thing. Just a little bit more hands-on. Flight level change, approach. There we go. So we're coming down into this layer of cloud here. You know what? We'll close out this song, and then I am going to go ahead and pause the alerts. And I am going to see... There we go. Cool. Alerts are paused for the approach. Hey, Mr. Wonderful. Hello, hello. How are you? Good evening, sir. How does it go? How does it go? Sorry. The sound of the sim, I am still trying to balance it out a little bit. We are 40,000 feet descending now. I'm trying to still figure out, like, the FADEC system in this jet. And how it all works, because that's autopilot disconnect. I can guarantee that that's what it is. Extremely tired and hot. Oh dear. Well, you're either in one of two places, a sauna or in a very warm part of the world. And which of the two would that be? Which of the two would that be? Are you in an extremely hot part of the world, or are you in a sauna? Could also be in a steam room or a hot tub. Missouri. Yeah, Missouri would be hot. Do you have air conditioning currently working? Or a fan or something similar? That would be the other question. The other question. So, yeah. So it does... This thing definitely has a FADEC system. If I bring this into the cruise detent here... Yeah, it's gonna... bring the jet... Look at the speed! Look at that speed! Look at that speed! It went out! No! Oh, that's the worst. I'm experiencing a memory leak, unfortunately, as we break out of the clouds here at 40-ish thousand feet. Well, we're not in any better position, I'm afraid. We're in Florida. We're heading down from my local airport, Manassas, down to the Florida Keys, taking some congressional people down for vacation. And it is a balmy 80 degrees down on the ground in the Florida Keys right now. So it is going extremely well. Hilarious that I've got the FS Labs menu in the regular thing here. Well, I am very, very sorry to hear that your AC has gone out, Mr. Wonderful. I hope that it recovers quickly and that you can return to a state of coolness in the not-too-distant future. We are right in the midst of landing this absolutely fantastic airplane. Have you had the chance to pick this up yet? Have you had the chance to pick up this absolutely beautiful bird? It is stellar. I am chuffed with this aircraft. Truly, truly chuffed. It is stunningly, stunningly beautiful to fly. It definitely takes some finagling, I would say. It's a bit fiddly. and it takes a little bit of finessing. I will say the FADEC system I'm definitely getting used to. The autopilot is so easy. Really enjoying the autopilot, actually. It's making it very, 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 very fun to fly. Mark 0.8, and I want us to get down to, like, 250. So, yeah, it's interesting. It is definitely interesting, but we're getting so much fun. Oh, my God. It is so much fun. I could actually see doing, like, large VATSIM events in this, because it's just so different. You fly higher than normal traffic. You can fly faster than normal traffic. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do with it. It is truly a fantastic little airplane. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Righty-ho. Making our way downtown. There we go. Beautiful. Making that turn. It's doing all right. It's doing all right. Let's see how it handles the speed brake there. Okay, interesting. So 75% of my speed brake there. Let's see if that will let me get it into the cruise D10. So that's cruise D10. 85%. Let me knock that out. They're not idling. Oh, is it because it's 300 knots here? Let's see what happens when it gets to 300. I'm playing an experimental game at the minute. We're out over the ocean on the west coast of Florida now. Views are just outstanding. Apparently Boris, our favorite sound engineer, has done the sounds for this jet. Reasons he needs to get into the other PMDGs and deal with them. Yeah, look, sailed straight through, and it's sitting at 84 right now. And there's that, and it's still sitting at 84-ish. So they're not idling. They're not going into idle. They're not going into idle at all. ITT 888 and N2 101. So, I mean, the engines are pretty happy. They're idling way too much. There we go. Right, 23,000 feet. Going a little bit on the higher side there. We'll keep around 70-ish, 74-ish. 300 knots in the descent. And then we will do another METAR check. And we are sitting at 3002 on the ground at Key West right now at the latest, and 130 at 5. So still light and variable, almost straight down the runway. I'm curious to see what these two do as we make this turn here, because, yeah, the way they display the wind in this airplane is very interesting. Definitely something I'm not entirely used to. All right, there's Carter. There's the turn at Carter. 21,000 feet there. And then there's the first arrival waypoint there at 10,000. And then we want to be at above 3,000 at Chet's. So I'm going to take the altitude here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll set 3002 once, twice. Once, twice. Confirmed. And then we'll take that altitude down now. 10,000. How did I do it the first time? How did I do it? Where did I put the altitude? I keep forgetting. Right, 3,000. Right, 3,000, there's the track. So 10,000 is going to be that gate right there. And then once we go through that, then we will continue the descent down to 3,000 as we make our way over to the Keys. Still a little bit of frame slippage here, but it's improved. It is marginally improved. But yeah, no, I'm thrilled with the way that this thing is performing. In general, it's more my PC than the actual aircraft itself. Right. Coolio. Yep, we're looking good. Good descent rate. All looking good. You guys seem happy. I am happy. Everybody is happy. Cool. Yeah, 15,000 feet right now. 14,000 was still fast. So let's bring that speed brake out. Try and manage that descent rate a little bit better. Also the speed than the descent rate, but I think, yeah, this is being managed by the FMC. Heading, course, nav. Yeah, it's down on the pedestal here, isn't it? Scroll, select. Yep. And there's the airport. Hey, we programmed it incorrectly, because guess what? That looks like a correct arrival. And there's Gigi right here at 10,000. And there's the 3,000 right there. So, yeah, it looks absolutely stellar right now. All right, keeping an eye on our speeds as we come through. Air brakes are out and extended. Look at that. Looks good. Looks good with the flaps extended, or the speed brakes extended. Not a tremendous amount of detail, but it does look very nice in there. They have done some modeling on the inside of that speed brake, you can tell. All right, 337 here. And then the flap restrictions, let's come to this side so we can see. I don't think there's a listing here. We'll go ahead, whack the landing lights on now. It's all the tests and stuff here. Yeah. Scroll, select. Yeah, I think this panel there is where the autopilot adjustments are. There we go. So there's Sting, 9,000. It's still at a ridiculous speed. So bring the... Yeah, because we want to be 250 below. So we'll go like this. Bring that speed all the way the hell back to 250. So I didn't watch anyone else land this thing, so... Oh, that view, though! Oh, my lord. That is utterly stunning. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Blown away by the views, by the plane, by everything. Right, we want to speed up just a skosh because we don't want to be too slow here. 8,000. And we want to really, really start to manage our speed as we get a little bit closer here. Oh, what a time for an ad break. Just before the final approach. Right, there's good position. Actually, now would be a good time to get the slats out. Because we're 7,500 as we come through the turn here. Airfield is at our 1 o'clock, so it's right around here. 223 knots. VAP, remember, is 117. And VRF 112. So nice thing is we can kind of take this in nice and slow here. And flat 35 is what we're going for. So there's 220. And hit the approach mode to get that glide path in. Final glide in. It has flown absolutely beautifully tonight. Right, so 212 knots, 6,300 feet, 6,200. Start dropping that speed back ever so slightly. That's there. I think we can bring this here into the armed position. I think that's going to be armed. Nope, that's... Oh, it's stowed. And then we manually flip it when we get to the ground. So pull that, and then the reverses come out by themselves. Cool. Bit of a hands-on landing, but that's how we like it. Right, so... Let's go flaps 5 here. 5,000, that checks. As we come over Key West. And we'll keep that speed in. Because I have a feeling this thing is going to bleed speed out really, really quickly. Again, those of you who are sticking around through the ad break, really do appreciate it. Thank you. 4,700. 190. Damn near 40% here on the EGT. Perfect. Well, thank you guys for sticking around through the ad break. Really do appreciate it. There's 180 there. 4,200. Final app. And then 1,500 is going to be coming through just on the other side of this. So there's 3,000 there. Perfect. And we'll take flat 15. Gear down. There's 170 there. Just give it a little bit of gumption as the gear comes down. Cool. This is looking absolutely bloody gorgeous. And flap 35 to 3,000 there. I'll keep bringing that speed back here. Nice. Basically keep this coming in now until we get to Bubsy and then come around for that final turn. Whoa! The Alts. Really tempted to take this manual once we get the other side of Bubsy here. So let's zoom in. It's this way. There we go. Perfect. And then, yeah, we're just basically going to stay here. And then the final top of the second part of the descent is going to be just the other side here. And give this a little bit more gumption. Fully configured for landing now. Hey! Look at this beautiful plane. There we go. A little bit more oomph so it doesn't fall out of that hold. I'm falling slightly below the VRF there, but that's fine. It's because I'm manually handling the throttle at the moment. There you go, there's the app there, 116. See what it does the other side here if it takes final lap. Alt VNav app. See what she does. What's the behavior going to be? Shall we see? Turn the sound of the sim up just a little bit for final immersion as we come around the final corner here. Here comes the turn. There it goes. And here comes the approach here. It's snaking around the corner at like 220 knots. Winds are super light. Here's the cruise port. See it? And we're closing in there. Got app armed, but seems to be struggling to catch that final glide there. So we'll see how that tracks. Glide path. Yes. Stunning. Absolutely amazing. It has indeed caught that final glide path. Insanely cool. So that's proof that it can do an RNAV. There you go. So LNAV glide path. It is officially tracking that RMP approach. And we are speed creeping just a little bit. So I'll drop the speed back because we don't want it to fall too much. The winds here are like negligible. Negligible. So just bring the speed back just a little bit. There we go. Cool. And there's go around set. Beauty. This is looking good. It's looking really good. And I'm going to go ahead and take out the autopilot here. And manually fly the rest of the approach because why the heck not? Keep the flight directors in for now. Absolutely gorgeous. And we'll keep the VDEV in. It's looking good. See the runway right ahead. We're going to come right over the top of the cruise ships flying this way. Absolutely gorgeous. Just correcting slightly for the wind. Slight crosswind. Nothing too ridiculous here. I'm going to drop the speed back a little bit more. Almost right on the money. 14,000 feet. Right. Flaps and gear done. Perfect. It's looking really good now. Right, 4.6 miles to run. Absolutely insane with the cruise ships. Cheeky screenshot there. Sorry. Had to be done. Had to do it for the screenshot. Had to do it for the screenshot. Look like we're actually doing just perfectly. Speed's looking good. Angle of attack's looking good. Final app's looking good. Slight deviation from the runway. I'm getting back to it. Look at that over the top of the cruise ships. Unreal. See ya! Carnival Cruise Lines. There you go, that's better. We are stable. 117 knots. Looking absolutely smack dab on the glide path too. This thing tracks on freaking rails, man. Oh my lord, I'm loving the way that this thing flies. Alright. The visual runway's made. And we're following the V path perfectly all the way down. 2 white, 2 red. Looks absolutely beautiful. Just gonna full speed out just a little more. I hate you, but I love you at the same time. You absolute stunner. Thank you very much for the loud bang cheer on freaking short final. Yeah, that's working. That's absolutely working. I love you to death. That was unbelievable. Right. Bit of crap, bit of crap, bit of crap, bit of crap, bit of crap. Oh, get the wing in the aileron. Reverses. And brakes. There we go. Reverses, brakes. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Key West. Hey guys, I'll take that landing. I'll freaking take that landing. That was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. What a freaking approach that was. Was it perfectly executed? Probably not. But you know what? That was absolutely so much fun. Holy wow. Holy wow. Okay, right. This juncture is when we want to get the APU started. So let's just get the APU going. Master, APU in start, and bleed. Because we want to make sure that we get the APU running to get the power working there. And we are just going to sling this right here by the people over here. Welcome to the Conch Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Key West. And we will park it up absolutely perfectly right over here. There we go. Whack the parking brake on. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to... Right, so we'll whack that down to norm. Oops. Keep the gear down, please. Thank you. Right, and then we pull this. And we pull this. So that is in engine shutdown. And there we go. M1, N2 falling. And then the rest of the shutdown flow is going to work very similarly. We just wait for the ITT to spin down. Cool. Amazing. And then the shutdown is parking brake, anti-ice, everything. Pitos can come off. IRS controls, they weren't on. Advisory lights. So we get the lights all down. Those are all off. Everything is looking good there. And then final is avionics. So standby can come there. Avionics can come down. And then APU can come off and stopped, and that can come down and off as well. And then what we are going to do on the iPad here is get the ground services, instrument covers, engine covers, chocks, main door, and ground power unit attached. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down to the Conch Republic. Absolutely stunning arrival. Holy crap, man. Oh, well, Billy, you have put in a ridiculous number of bits. I don't know where the why the bits didn't refresh there. That's something I've got to figure out because that came through as a sound alert. So I don't know if that would have necessarily like picked it up from there. So we'll have to figure out why the sound alerts didn't go. Oops. That was me hitting the wrong button there. Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you guys for all sticking around. I really appreciate it. That was genuinely like amazing. Genuinely amazing. I'm really, really pleased with that. Not only that, I mean, what a landing to get a well, my Valance has crashed. So we're off to a great start, guys. Valanta is like completely killed itself. Yeah, it's that is what it is. But anyway, yeah, phenomenal flight. Really, really, really enjoyed it. LRM worked properly this time. We got a good landing. And yeah, I think what's that in front of your camera? I love you to pieces. You're so sweet. Right. Well, with that, chat, I think I'm going to go ahead and roll you into a credit scene. That was cheesy, Billy. Even by your standards, that was cheesy. I love you to pieces. That was absolutely fantastic. All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen of the Twitch chat, we are going to go ahead and end for the evening. Again, we're not probably going to do raid this evening just because I got to head upstairs and I don't really have the bandwidth to go and raid anyone. But to have a minus 180 on the landing there, absolutely outstanding. If you're not already a member of the Discord, join the Discord, and we'll see you on Thursday for some more flightings and fun. Whether we fly this again, I don't know. Might do something else. I'll have you know, easier since I got the PC. Too much delay on mobile. Yeah, really, it's so true. Like PC is beautiful. Yeah, I'll figure out where the memory leak issue came from as well, and post all the screenshots in Discord and all of that. Guys, amazing support as always. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate it. I love you all to pieces. I'm going to figure out what the heck's going on with my throat. We are the Empire, and we have tea. And I will see you Thursday for another evening stream before our weekend. Yay! I'm looking forward to the weekend one a lot. All right, I love you all. Bye for now.